Hello everyone, welcome to Current Affair MCQs program. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, consider the following pairs, rivers and tributaries. 1. Godavari Pranhita, 2. Kaveri Bhima, 3. Krishna Shimsa. Which of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? 1 only, 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option C, 1 and 3 only. Pravara, Purna, Manjara, Pen Ganga, Vardha, Van Ganga, Pranhita, combined flow of Van Ganga, Pen Ganga, Vardha, Indravati, Maner and the Sabri. Hence, pair 1 is correctly matched. Tributaries of Kaveri. Left bank tributary, Arkavati, Hemavati, Shimsa and Harangi. Hence, pair 2 is not correctly matched. Right bank tributary, Lakshman Tirtha, Suvarnavati, Noil, Bhavani, Kabini and Amravati. Tributaries of Krishna, Tungabhadra, Malprabha, Koyna, Bhim, Ghatprabha, Yerla, Varna, Dindi, Musi and Dudh Ganga. Hence, pair 3 is not correctly matched. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Now, let's begin today's session. First question is, consider the following statements. Statement 1. Arambai Tengal, a radical group based in Manipur, started in 2020 as a cultural outfit. Statement 2. It is a revivalist organization that aims to re-establish the pre-Hindu native Sanamahi religion among Kuki-Zo communities. Which one of the following is correct in respect of the above statements? Both statements are correct and statement 2 is the correct explanation for statement 1. Both statements are correct and statement 2 is not the correct explanation for statement 1. Statement 1 is correct but statement 2 is incorrect, or statement 1 is incorrect but statement 2 is correct. The correct answer is option C. Statement 1 is correct but statement 2 is incorrect. The Arambai Tengal, that is AT, a Meitei radical group, has garnered support from members of Legislative Assembly in Manipur's Imphal Meli, extracting a commitment to convey the concerns of the people to the center. Arambai Tengal started in 2020 as a cultural outfit but soon transformed into a radical organization. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is a revivalist organization that aims to re-establish the pre-Hindu native Sanamahi religion among Meiteis. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. It is one of the two hardline Meitei organizations suspected to be involved in many Meitei Kuki clashes which broke out in May 2023. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, with reference to the geographical indication, that is GI, consider the following statements. 1. GI is governed under the Agreement on Trade-Related Aspects of Intellectual Property Rights at the World Trade Organization. 2. GI certification is only extended to agricultural products and not non-agricultural products. 3. Globally, China leads in GI registration, closely followed by Germany. How many of the above statements are not correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option B, only 2. Geographical indication is governed under the Agreement on TRIPS at the World Trade Organization. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The Geographical Indications of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999 seeks to provide for the registration and better protection of geographical indications relating to goods in India. This certification is also extended to non-agricultural products such as handicrafts based on human skills, materials and resources available in certain areas that make the product unique. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Germany leads in GI registrations with 15,566 registered products, followed by China as per 2020 data with the World Intellectual Property Organization. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements. 1. Leukemia is the cancer of the white blood cells which begin in the bone marrow. 2. Bone cancer occurs most often in children and young adults in the bones of the leg or arm. Which of the statements given above is or are not correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option D, neither 1 nor 2. That is, both the statements are correct. Leukemia is the cancer of the white blood cells which begin in the bone marrow. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Leukemia is a cancer of body's blood-forming tissues including the bone marrow and the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is a network of vessels, tissues and organs that helps maintain fluid balance in the body. It is caused when unusual cells grow out of control in bone. It destroys normal bone tissue. This variety of bone cancer occurs most often in children and young adults in the bones of the leg or arm. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is with reference to the Majuli Island. Consider the following statements. 1. It is located in Arunachal Pradesh. 2. It is recognized as the second largest river island in the world. 3. The island is surrounded by the Brahmaputra river and its tributaries. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none of the above? The correct answer is option A, only 1. Majuli is a river island located in the Brahmaputra river in the northeastern state of Assam, India. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It is recognized as the largest river island in the world. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The island is surrounded by the Brahmaputra river and its tributaries, creating a unique fluvial landform. Wetlands known as beels and chaporis contribute to the ecological diversity of the region. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is with reference to wandering albatross. Consider the following statements. 1. It is the largest flying bird with a wingspan of 3.5 meters. 2. It is vulnerable as per IUCN Red List. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Wandering albatross is the largest flying bird with a wingspan of 3.5 meters. It spends most of its 60-year lifespan at sea. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Primarily found in the Southern Ocean and surrounding islands, with Marion and Prince Edward Islands supporting half of the world's breeding population. It breeds approximately every 2 years on land after reaching sexual maturity. It is vulnerable as per the IUCN Red List, facing threats like bycatch from longline fishing trawlers, pollution and climate change. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is regarding the Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. Consider the following statements. 1. Under the Act, board means the Data Protection Board of India established by each state government. 2. A consent manager is a board registered individual facilitating a data principles accessible, transparent and interoperable consent management, including giving, reviewing and withdrawing consent. 3. A data fiduciary refers to an individual or group that either independently or in collaboration with others decides the purpose and methods of processing personal data. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none? The correct answer is option C, all 3. Board means the Data Protection Board of India established by the central government under section 18. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Consent manager means a person registered with the board who acts as a single point of contact to enable a data principal to give, manage, review and withdraw her consent through an accessible, transparent and interoperable platform. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Data fiduciary refers to an individual or group that either independently or in collaboration with others decides the purpose and methods of processing personal data. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is consider the following pairs, place and country. 1. Erbil, Iraq. 2. Libreville, Gabon. 3. Isfahan, Afghanistan. Which of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? 2 only, 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3? The correct answer is option B, 1 and 2 only. Erbil is the capital and most populated city in the Kurdistan region of Iraq. Hence, pair 1 is correctly matched. Libreville is the capital and largest city of Gabon, occupying 65 square kilometers in the northwestern province of Eschuer. Hence, pair 2 is correctly matched. Isfahan is located 440 kilometers south of Tehran and is the capital of Isfahan province, Iran. Hence, pair 3 is not correctly matched. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is consider the following statements. 1. In the Golaknath case and Sajjan Singh case verdicts, the Supreme Court acknowledged Parliament's absolute authority to amend the Constitution. 2. In the Shankari Prasad case, the Supreme Court ruled that only a Constituent Assembly, not Parliament, had the authority to amend fundamental rights. 3. In the Keshwanand Bharti case, it was held that Parliament can amend the Constitution as long as it doesn't change its basic structure or essential features. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none? The correct answer is option A, only 1. In the early years of independence, the Supreme Court conceded absolute power to Parliament in amending the Constitution, as was seen in the verdicts in Shankari Prasad case 1951 and Sajjan Singh case 1965. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. However, in the Golaknath case, the Supreme Court held that Parliament could not amend fundamental rights and this power would be only with the Constituent Assembly. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The Constitutional Bench in Keshwanand Bharati case ruled by a 7-6 verdict that Parliament could amend any part of the Constitution so long as it did not alter or amend the basic structure or essential features of the Constitution. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is Three Brotherhood alliance recently seen in the news is best described as an alliance between the Arakan Army, the Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army and the Ta'ang National Liberation Army, an informal anti-Israeli coalition including Hezbollah, Houthis and Hamas. Recently formed alliance between Pakistan, China and Maldives or none of the above. The correct answer is option A, an alliance between the Arakan Army, the Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army and the Ta'ang National Liberation Army. The Three Brotherhood alliance is made up of ethnic armed groups, the Arakan Army, the Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army and the Ta'ang National Liberation Army. The three ethnic armed groups banded together in 2019. Initially, the alliance focused on launching attacks on military troops in Shan and Rakhine states. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Last question is regarding the design-linked incentive scheme for semiconductors. Consider the following statements. 1. It is part of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Comprehensive Program for the development of semiconductors and display manufacturing ecosystems in the country. 2. Beneficiaries of the scheme must uphold domestic status, maintaining over 50% ownership by resident Indian citizens and or Indian companies controlled by them for 3 years after claiming incentives. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. The DLI scheme is part of the METI's comprehensive program for the development of semiconductors and display manufacturing ecosystems in the country. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The approved applicants that claim incentives under the scheme will be encouraged to retain their domestic status. That is, more than 50% of the capital in it is beneficially owned by resident Indian citizens and or Indian companies which are ultimately owned and controlled by resident Indian citizens for a period of 3 years after claiming incentives under the scheme. Hence, statement 2 is also correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. Consider the following statements. 1. As per Article 131 of the Constitution, the Supreme Court holds exclusive original jurisdiction over disputes between the central government and states. 2. The Constitution grants the state exclusive legislative authority over police and public order matters through entries 1 and 2 in the state list under Article 246. Which of the statements given above is or are not correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or neither 1 nor 2? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.